First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor is due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elects. Notice in this gospel from the standard, wherever it may be. This is another lesson through the Spirit. Just something I was meditating on today, and that's why we need them, man. This is truly hell. This is truly prison, and this shit ain't it. This shit ain't where it's at. I'm gonna just be real with you brothers out there. This is not it. Okay, the scriptures say, "Rise and depart." This is not our rest, because it is polluted and it will destroy you with all destruction. Did a video earlier on IUIC, of course, you know, the infamous IUIC, Israel United in Jesus Christ. It should be called IUIJC, Israel United in Jesus Christ, because they clearly don't believe in Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Shalom, brother, little bro. Not here. Shalom, bro. Yahweh Shai. And yeah, I got your message too, bro, last night. I think I was asleep when you sent it, but I kind of peeped it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out when I get some time under my belt. Baba, Lord's will, Abaratazah. But anyway, hey, shalom, brother Hoffman, shalom, bro. So yeah, this is truly upside down, man. You know, and I was commenting on the IUIC's video with this whole finagle of land grabbing. These guys seem to be, they don't understand that we're strangers sojourning in a strange land. Okay, and this land was this system was never meant for us to be comfortable in. Okay, and I say that based on how the Israelite man in general, we have to move in this place. You watch that show called Stranger Things. They have a parallel world, which is the dark world, called the Upside Down, when everything appears to be what it is on this side, but there's a darker motive behind what we see. And this devil has went to finagle to destroy our heritage, to destroy the mindset of us, our women, our children. Okay, the schooling system is all jacked up, and just the way we live life in this system is totally not living. It's not conducive, man. And this is why it tells us that the captive hasten to be let loose, that his bread may not fail, and that he may not die in a pit. And you go into pit, it goes into like system, okay? Because I was meditating on it today, and just the minute things about women, you know, which that's a common topic among Great Millstone. We get on the females, but ain't no way in hell the Israelite man is supposed to have to hide or tiptoe around having another woman. Like that's the most dumbest. That's the least of the concern of an Israelite man, is where he's putting his ride and where he's getting his affection from. Because Esau done fucked these women head up, man. So overall, you gotta tiptoe to not piss off the other bitch, because she's gonna get in her fucking emotions because she's been told that she's the prize. Okay, but newsflash, an Israelite man, any man on the planet Earth, can have as many women as his heart desires. Okay, especially if he's doing right according to Yahweh Shai. Now, essentially, it's not good to court a bunch of women to yourselves, because with those women, you got to spend time with them. You know, you got to give them their affection. You got to give them the ride. You know, and essentially that takes up a lot of time compared to what we have to do. But, you know, you got a little squeeze, a little John on the side. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But even then, among the side piece, or the one that's not the most favorable, you tiptoeing around that situation, because if not, she has other options that she can go out and get another man, because these women been told that they can do exactly what a man can do. And that's just one reason as to why this place needs to be hit with missiles, bro. Because you think the Ishmaelite man, or the Nigerian man, which is an Israelite, which is some aspects of Nigerian culture, which Nigerians are Israelites, but in some aspects of them, they believe in polyamory, which means that the women have multiple husbands, which that's just straight whoredom and adultery. Okay, the rights that we have as men, you women don't have rights as we men do. Okay, we have different rights because we have two different roles, man. Okay, just like when you on a basketball team, or if you are an all-star quarterback, you may be on the same team, but each position pays different because of their responsibility. So if you a top quarterback like Pat Mahomes, or up-and-coming quarterback like Caleb Williams, you know, your salary is going to venerate, you know, a nice income, because for the simple fact, your responsibility and how great you are. Same thing with the Israelite men. We're considered gold to Yahweh Shimi Hawashai, all right? So our playing field is a lot different than you women because we have more responsibility, man. Okay, you don't get the same pay as the men get. In fact, you have less responsibility than an Israelite man. But yet you're gonna still get the kingdom based on which man you attach to that's of the elect. Okay? But in this world, you gotta literally tiptoe around having another female, bro, which is stupid. Ishmael don't tiptoe around having fucking women. He tell his woman, like, look, man, I got another wife. You know, they all get to know each other, they become sister wives, and the the affair becomes more easy and manageable. But in this world, in the Western world, instead of her thinking rationally, which they are not programmed to do, she gets jealous, she gets bent out of shape, and now she wants to go out there and hop on other dicks, all because this fucking cracker told her that she's the prize, man. Not knowing that if she realized that having another wife along herself will bring more productivity to the situation, man. Because when you on your moon cycle, which is your period, you can't ultimately sleep with your dude. You can't really see him until your bleeding is cleared up. And to be technically honest, it's really 7 days. But, you know, some jakes don't wait the 7 days because sometimes a chick can stop bleeding in 3 or 4 days, man, and be good after that. But in the perfect world, be 7 days. All right. Now, so yeah, so in that time, you know, men need sex, right? So, in that case, that's why you have your other wife to come in and pleasure you, cook and clean, and us as men, we can love multiple women in different ways. Like my affection I have for this woman may be different from that woman because she gives me something that this one ain't getting. And if they all came together under the purpose, under the man, and get out that selfish mindset, things will be a lot easier here. And this is why adultery is at an all-time high. And this is why a lot of you women, a lot of you females out there, a lot of you women out there, this is why you have broken homes now, okay, by different baby daddies and multiple baby daddies. Instead of that one man fathering all your children, you have multiple baby daddies because you're told to go out there and play the field, which in long run, you destroy yourself. And you can't pair bond, man, okay? And Esau knows that, so he did that to spite the Israelite man, because Ishmael, he don't have that problem in his world, okay? Some jakes in Nigeria and them different Arab cultures, not Arab, but those different Muslim cultures, they don't have this fucking problem, bro. The only person that get hell for dealing with other women is the Israelite man, and just men in general that live in America, and just the Western society in general, man, because scientifically proves that 30 men could repopulate the entire earth, man, okay, of one sperm, of one ejaculation, and they was to divide it up among 10 women. I could get 10 different women pregnant at one time. How the hell you think the earth was populated in such a quick and rapid time after the flood, man? Okay, you had 7, 8 people saved from the flood. You had Noah, his 3 sons and their wives, and they brought back population, man. Why? Because they was able to grab up other women, you know, and that's just one reason why this place is so goddamn distressing, man, because we shouldn't have that problem. Another thing too, you know, Jake dealing with kids, man. You know, the Israelite man is held to the utmost standard when it comes to fathering his kids, when, you know, you're supposed to father your kids. But in a perfect world, you got servants, you got handmaids for that. You got people that take on that responsibility because you're busy, you know, you're building, okay, you're building a legacy, you're generating wealth, you know, you have the family taken care of. Ain't none of this married with children, Al Bundy madness that they teach you here in America. And this is why Al Bundy was so goddamn miserable. This is why Archie Bunker was miserable. This is why, what's my man named Homer Simpson? He was fat and stupid because he was dealing with rebellious kids and he had a nagging ass wife, man, which men don't need that. Okay, we need women of understanding. Okay, we need women of substance, not somebody that's gonna take. Because if you're taking and not building into the man, then he can't reap the benefits that his spirit needs to, you know, he can't reap the benefactor of what his spirit produces, man, because he's so stressed out. So this system is totally set up to oppress the Israelite man on all sides, man, from employment to generational wealth to women to health, everything. The Israelite man is totally shut down, and it's old as fuck, man. It's getting old. Okay, it's very, very it's just like, come on, man. When is shit gonna end? It's a nightmare. You know, just the basic things that could make a man happy, we can't even get in this fucking place, bro. So I don't understand you Israelites out there that want to stay here in America, that thinking about building a fortress and lands, and you having all these. I don't get that, man. Okay, that's pure fucking hell. Even women don't respect men that only deal with one woman. Yeah, they might cry and bitch about it, but in their spirit, they know they ain't supposed to be tripping on that, because in their spirit, they know that they're replaceable and they're a dime a fucking dozen, man. You know? This is why we got to get out of here, man. You know? Another thing. The Jake Men. Employment. Jake is the first one fired, last hired. Because when he goes on the job, everybody's intimidated by him because he has a presence to him, man. Like this one guy, my division manager, he's a man, and he's taking orders from a bunch of black hoes upstairs, man, you know, and he's doing his best to appease Esau downtown and to appease his bosses upstairs, which an organization should be ran by no goddamn women, bro. I refuse to believe that. Women can't run shit but they fucking mouth, man. All right? And I'm not taking away from you sisters out there that have your little businesses, you know, and you're doing things that's conducive to the spirit. That's beautiful, man. But as far as a corporate organization, when you're managing other people, you can't manage other men. It's just, that's a conflict of interest, you know? But anyway, I made it to my destination, man. Gotta be at this meeting. Salakia, I gotta cut it short, but I'm gonna bring out a couple of these precepts. And I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. But let me bring this out. The brother GMS Tazadak, what is it? Yara 144K. Shalom, brother Yahweh Shem Shabrakatah. I'm gonna bring out a couple of these precepts real quick. Proverbs 14:1. It says, "Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish pluck it down with her hands." Right. And I've seen chicks destroy situations based on emotions that they couldn't control because they were told that they have a right to feel the way they feel. Yeah, you can feel how you want to feel, but that doesn't mean make it right. You know, like I used to tell my ex-demon all the time, I said, because you have the feeling don't make it accurate. You can feel how you want to feel, but you ain't doing nothing but this, you know, giving yourself a disservice. You know? Proverbs 31:3, "Give not thy strength to women, nor ways that destroy kings." Exactly. Sirach 26:13, "The grace of a wife delighted her husband, and her discretion will fatten his bones." All right. It says, "A silent and loving woman is a gift from the Lord, and there is nothing much worth as a mind well instructed. A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her content mind cannot be vile." Yeah, man, because there's nothing like a chick that understands your boundaries, that understands when you need some time off from her, and she knows that you got other situations, and she's cool with it, because essentially she knows, you know, she knows our place. But the problem is everybody in America, Babylon, they don't know their place, and this is why everything is all out of order. Even the men too, you know. Last precept, verse 16, it says, "As the sun, when it ariseth in the high heaven, so is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of the house," man. You know. So yeah, Salakia, brothers, man, gotta cut it short, but I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Lord's will, you are edified. To the next lesson. Shalom.